Hello friends, today we are going to learn one more important function is Excel, which is MIRR. MIRR actually stands for Modified Internal Rate of Return. Very often we find out there are a lot of assumption about the IRR. One of the assumption of IRR is that each cash flow again will be reinvested at the rate which is equal to IRR. Suppose you are able to calculate that IRR of a project is 10%. Now this technique, IRR technique, assumes that again the cash flow will be invested at the rate of 10%, which is highly imaginative in the real life scenario. So in order to overcome these assumptions, a new technique which is being developed, which is stands for MIRR. It is Modified Internal Rate of Return. So let us try to learn how this modified internal rate of return will be calculated. So for the modified internal rate of return, you need two parameters, that is cost of capital. Cost of capital means from wherever you have arranged the capital, whatever the interest you are paying, and then is the cost of financing. Once you are putting your funds, then how much you are required to pay for this. These two interest will be appearing once you are calculating the MIR. So let us move further. So we simply put the button is equals to MIRR, and then we can quickly open the bracket. Then it will ask for the values for which we want to calculate. We select all the values. We have to take into the consideration that first cash flow will be negative as it is indicating the investment, and the projected cash flow will be in the positive manner. So in this manner the entire video this will be selected. So this is actually, these values are selected and we have selected all the values for the cash flows. Then we are looking for the finance rate. Finance rate in this example is the 8%, and again another rate which they are asking for the reinvestment rate. Reinvestment rate means at what rate the cash flow will be reinvested in the project. So we will put the reinvestment rate to be 10%, and then simply close the bracket and put the button enter. We will get the MIRR of 13%. So this project is indicating the internal rate of return, which is 13%. So let us quickly change this cash flow and see what is the impact. If the cash flow previously mentioned is the 60,000, and we simply change the cash flow from 60 to 40,000, then we simply find that MIRR stops to decline. So in this case, MIR is more practically relevant in comparison to IRR, or in other terms we can say it is the advanced version of IRR, because it takes into the consideration the reinvestment rate and the cost of capital. If you want to see the formula, just we put the F2 and you will find out what we have done. Again, I'll just demonstrate once again how we have used this function. So we'll simply put is equals to MIRR, bracket open. Then it will be asking for the values. We select all the values, then it asks for the rate. Then we put the financing rate, which is 8%, and then the reinvestment rate, which is 10% of the project, and this simply put the enter. Just you can put just one more, we have put one comma here, and just put the enter and we get the value of MIR. I hope so you have able to learn how we can calculate the MIR. Thanks a lot.